Comic-Con 2018, right here coming from the SYFY WIRE live stage. How are you guys doing? All right, a lot of energy for early in the morning on day one. That's good to see. I'm Adam Swiderski from SYFY WIRE, and we are kicking off our live stage schedule with a little evil. Talking about LEGO DC Supervillains, the new game coming from Telltale Games? Traveler's Tale Games. Darn it, Telltale on my mind lately for the wrong reasons, but Traveler's Tale. Yeah. All right, so go ahead and introduce yourselves, guys. You're some of the team behind the game right here on stage.
My name is Ames Kirshen. I'm Vice President, DC Entertainment.
Hi, my name's Phil Ring. I'm Executive Producer at TT Games.
I'm Igor Stravinsky. I'm a composer.
Yeah.
D. Bradley Baker, voice actor.
I'm Niambi. I work at Rite Aid.
All right. So you can tell us all the deep discount secrets.
Anything you need, I got you.
All right.
All your
It's
convenience
Dwayne Reed
needs.
in New York, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dwayne Reed, not Rite Aid.
We have Rite Aids. Yeah. It's a very competitive market here in New York on the pharmacy front. But getting back to LEGO DC Supervillains. So can you tell us a little bit about the origin of this idea? Why DC Supervillains?
I mean, we worked on 3 amazing Lego Batman games, and with each subsequent game, we expanded the universe, beyond just, the Batman characters. Literally, the last one, Lego Batman 3, was called Beyond Gotham, and that was a literal and a figurative term because we opened it up to the entire DC universe, told an intergalactic story. But with this one, we really wanted to do something unique and different. And since we focused so heavily on heroes the first 3 games, we said, look, we've got the best villains in all of comics at DC. Let's celebrate that with a villain-focused game, really kind of flip the switch on the LEGO formula. And, Arthur and Philip and I, we just instantly fell in love with the concept when we first were spitballing it, and away we went.
All right. I think we have a trailer to show today. Is that correct? Can we throw that up on the screen? Are we ready for that, or do I need to? All right, roll it.
The anti-life equation will be mine.
Lois Lane here, reporting live from the streets of Metropolis.
People of Earth, I have come for your world. Your defeat is inevitable. Who here dares resist?
The rookie.
Rookie.
Is it Doctor Don't Say Much?
We are the Justice Syndicate.
Your Justice League have had to go on a mission. They asked us to watch over you.
What? That's not what happened.
Report.
The crime syndicate claim they are very close to locating the artifact.
Nothing else is of importance.
I found out who we're dealing with.
With the Justice League out of the picture, who's gonna stop them?
Us! We can stop them!
Indeed. And then we can take over.
Precisely. Who's with me?
Here you go, Chuckles.
You got it back for me. Put it there.
Now we'll show them.
Insignificant specks.
Hey, folks. You'd have to be living under a rock not to notice the new planet in the sky.
What's that now?
All right, so that was LEGO DC Supervillains. So much to unpack from that trailer. A lot of classic villains in there. I wanted to ask you guys, who was your favorite from the DC villain menagerie to play with? Were there characters who you're like, oh, I can't wait to get my hands on that one?
So personally for me, I think the team have done an amazing job with Harley Quinn. She's always brilliant, but they've given her roller skates. She's got a giant mallet, but there's things in there as well with the team. We wanted this game to be full of humor. So there's things where you'd expect something to happen, but then it just plays out in a completely different way. So with Harley, you can do a jump and slam attack when you'd expect it to be with a mallet, but no. she jumps and rides a bomb down, and the bomb blows up and just takes out everything around you. So we can get to do like loads of cool, quirky things like that. She also has the ability, she pulls out like a ghetto blaster and starts playing music. And if you're playing music, she's like skating around on her skates, and all the people around you start dancing. So the team being able to add stuff like that. Harley's my favorite character to play around with. I still run around Gotham and Metropolis as Harley Quinn.
It's really hard to nail down just one. The TT team has done such an amazing job of adding so much flavor and personality into the movesets of almost every character in this amazingly huge roster. For me, you know, I always go back to the Batman villains, but you know, I'll try to take one against the grain. Solomon Grundy is probably my favorite. You know, he's a big hulking zombie. He carries around a tombstone that he uses to kind of whack people. So he's a lot of fun, great character to play as.
And then the other big thing is that this is the first Lego DC game that's kind of put the customization of a character front and center. I know it's been a part of the game in the past, but part of the games in the past, but this is very much a key part of DC supervillains. So can you talk a bit about that and what the motive was behind that?
Sure, yeah, that was the kind of the next part, the kind of next evolution. We were looking at it going, there's some amazing villains in this world. You get to play as some amazing characters. But what if you could make your own villain and be part of this story? So right from the very beginning of the game, opening cutscene, bang, you create your custom villain. And you actually get additional powers as you're playing through the game. So your character that you create, your villain, is really important to the story. And it's this idea that you get to play and be part of this world and kind of do all the cool villainous things that you get to do in a Lego game, but with the other villains.
Yeah, and the level of customization that you can do to your character goes so much deeper than just cosmetics in terms of, like, you know, the reticle you want to use for your character's powers or weapon. There's kind of a little bit of an RPG system where as you're encountering villains from the DC universe, their powers are unlocking for you to use with your customization character. So it's a whole other level of customization that we've never had in a Lego game before.
What's the craziest character someone's created so far that you've seen, a supervillain?
Go ahead, Nami.
Oh, okay. So, well, one of my close friends, Alfonso Macaulay, we like sampled the game at E3, and it took me like 2 minutes to like create my character. This dude took an hour. Took an hour to like create his character, and he was doing all kinds of things or whatever with his character. It was the craziest like super villain you would ever see. But like, whether it's 2 minutes or 2 hours, like it's a lot of fun like creating a character.
Yeah. I saw someone online, some influencer who had their hands on in the game, created themselves like with a hot dog costume.
Nice.
And then he gave himself Condiment King's ketchup and mustard guns. It was like, I thought that was the most genius thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, so a wide range of things that you can do with the customization there.
Oh yeah, huge amount. We were trying to work out how many combinations you can do because every single piece that you can change the color of as well. So from a visual point of view, there's a huge number. And then, as Ames was saying, you can then choose like how you customize your character. So if you want to have heat beams that, like Superman, you can do that. If you want to have lightning coming out your hand that interacts with gold Lego, you can do that. You can hold a plunger, and that plunger can shoot blue bubbles, which will do the same effect. So you can customize all the abilities. So it's, like I say, one of the deepest things we've ever created for a Lego title.
Very cool. So for Dee and Nyambi, what's unique about working on the Lego DC properties in terms of voicing these characters?
What's really fun to me is that there's in the DC universe, there can be a great darkness, and that's part of what's interesting about that universe. But the Lego franchise kind of cuts against that and adds this great sense of fun and levity and movement that really makes it great for all ages. And so it's really fun to see these characters in this really light, fun, bouncy, kind of clickable kind of game. It's great fun.
No, same thing. I mean, it's fun to find like the comedy within some of the more serious characters. And also for me, I'm a gamer, so I mean, like, you know, I 100%ed Lego Batman 2, Lego Batman 3, you know, so, and the other Lego games as well. So, like, to be a part of this game is like a huge honor.
Yeah.
You know.
And but you play a hero in the game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I do.
So are you feeling a little like the outsider because you're one of the good guys in this game?
No, because I mean, the hero I get to play is like a hero I want to play.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah.
Very cool. So, game's coming right around the corner. What most excites you about people getting their hands on it? What are you guys looking forward to hearing from fans as they dive into these games?
I mean, I love when fans actually start, unlocking all the characters in the game, and there's a huge amount of characters, over 150 different DC characters.
Some deep
playable.
cuts?
Some really deep cuts in this game. I think that fans are going to be really, really happy. There's 150 plus or so, 160 in the box. Plus, we have a bunch of awesome DLCs planned. We're going to be introducing new characters who aren't on the disc roster, the main game roster. So I just can't wait for fans' reactions when they start unlocking those characters.
Very cool. Well, that is Lego DC Supervillains coming October 16th. Is that right?
October 16th, yeah.
October 16th to multiple platforms. We're looking forward to seeing what you guys create, what kind of villains you come up with. And up next here on the Sci-Fi Wire live stage, we have Ben Blacker talking Infinity War's Weapon Hex and Hex Wives. So stick around for that. Stick around all con long, whether you're here at the show or following us on the live stream. And you can follow us on social, #NYCC, #It's a Fan Thing.
DC.